So this story comes from Georgia, and it comes from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It's about a man named Demetrius Hollins, who in 2017 was beaten up by two white police officers named Michael Bongiovanni and Robert McDonald. And a settlement has been reached now of $400,000 to pay this man for essentially, in my opinion, he was lynched. He was just beaten up and he wasn't resisting arrest. He wasn't doing anything wrong. And the reason why he sued was not so much for the money, but he wanted to make sure that other people didn't experience what he went through. And I want you to keep in mind that there wasn't police footage that got these officers fired and eventually charged with assault and all kinds of other charges, but it was bystander footage that captured Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni actually getting Hollins to get out of his car. And so Hollins got out of his car with his hands up, and then Hollins just punches him in the face. And then, as Hollins laid face down, apparently not resisting, Officer Robert McDonald ran up and stumped Hollins in the head. Mind you, they're just beating this man, taking turns. And so in the lawsuit that Demetrius Hollins filed, it also accused the Gwinnett police leaders of ignoring a pattern of excessive force and falsified reports involving the two officers. And a grand jury indicted both officers of assault. Bongiovanni pleaded no contest in 2019 to aggravated assault and was sentenced to 6 months in a jail work release program, followed by 5 months of house arrest. Now, you might think that's awfully lenient for what they did, but if you think that's absolutely ridiculous and a freaking slap on the wrist, what the other guy got is gonna just show you how ridiculous it gets when it comes to protecting cops and giving them a damn slap on the wrist. And then Robert McDonald, who was the other officer, was convicted by a jury and sentenced to just 10 years probation with the first 11 months on house arrest. Imagine what would have happened if Demetrius had have assaulted these officers and it wasn't the other way around. Imagine what would have happened to him. Imagine what these officers would have been justified in doing to this young man. And then a jury, and then a judge, a freaking DA, they would justify those actions done to that black man. But now you see what would happen to the officers if the shoe is on the other foot. So I never want to hear again about how officers are under threat, about how I should feel sorry for them, because fuck them. You see how much deference, how much leniency courts and juries are willing to give these goddamn pigs.